Hello, welcome everyone to Street of Facts. Some leaders rise with loud proclamations, others lead with quiet determination. Dr. Manmohan Singh, India's most unassuming yet transformational leader, embodied the latter. Today, we take a closer look at the man who reshaped the destiny of a billion people without ever raising his voice. Born in 1932 in a small village in Punjab, Dr. Singh's journey was one of incredible perseverance. His early years were marked by hardship as his family moved to India after the partition. But despite the chaos of displacement, Singh's determination for education never wavered. From the dusty streets of Punjab, he earned his place at the prestigious University of Cambridge and later Oxford, becoming one of the most brilliant economists of his generation. Fast forward to 1991. India stood at the edge of an economic abyss. Foreign reserves were so low that the country was forced to ship its gold reserves to the International Monetary Fund to avoid default. The economy was suffocating under decades of protectionism and state control. In this moment of crisis, Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao made a bold decision. He appointed Dr. Manmohan Singh as finance minister. What followed was nothing short of an economic revolution. No power on earth can stop an idea whose time has come. Dr. Singh introduced sweeping economic reforms that changed India forever. He dismantled the license Raj, reduced tariffs, and opened the economy to foreign investment. In just a few years, India's growth rate surged, foreign investors poured in, and a new middle class was born. It wasn't just the numbers that changed. Dr. Singh's policies paved the way for India's IT revolution, turning cities like Bangalore into global technology hubs. Young Indians, who had once only dreamed of opportunity, were now part of the world's fastest-growing economy. While his economic reforms had laid the foundation, destiny had more in store for Dr. Singh. In 2004, after a surprise election victory, Sonia Gandhi stepped aside, and the quiet economist was chosen to lead the world's largest democracy. For the first time, India had a prime minister who wasn't a career politician, but a man of deep intellect and conviction. Over the next decade, Singh's leadership was marked by calmness in the face of storms. He navigated India through a complex period of global financial instability, managing to insulate the country from the worst of the 2008 economic meltdown. His ability to manage crises without fanfare was his greatest strength. One of Dr. Singh's boldest moves was the landmark India-US nuclear deal in 2008. Despite immense political opposition at home, Singh persisted. The deal not only gave India access to critical nuclear technology, but marked India's arrival as a responsible global power. It was a historic moment for Indian diplomacy. Domestically, Singh's government wasn't just about economic growth. His administration introduced key social welfare programs like the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act and the Right to Education, which impacted millions of lives across rural and urban India. But leading India wasn't easy. The later years of his tenure were marred by high-profile corruption scandals involving his coalition partners, the 2G Spectrum scam, the Commonwealth Games controversy, and others. Critics called him a silent prime minister, accusing him of being weak. But those who knew him understood his silence wasn't weakness. It was a choice. Leading a fragile coalition government meant navigating immense political pressure, and Singh chose diplomacy over confrontation. Through it all, Dr. Singh's legacy endures. Today, when we look at modern India, the tech industry, the millions lifted out of poverty, and a stronger global presence, we see the impact of the seeds he planted. Singh's vision wasn't for short-term political gain. He believed in laying foundations that would benefit generations. Dr. Manmohan Singh wasn't a man of loud words or fiery speeches. He was a leader of quiet actions and deep conviction. His reforms weren't about winning headlines, they were about changing lives. And change them he did. As we remember this humble giant, we're reminded that true leadership is not about noise, it's about the change you leave behind. Thank you everyone for watching. Subscribe Street of Facts for more other information.